I have really bad. Is it selflessness or selfishness?
Selflessness.
Okay, that's what I'm talking
Yeah. Here we go. Selflessness. I'm still not adjusting to bifocals. It blurs everything when you're turning. So he offers you all these questions, and these questions are guiding you yet again. He wants to guide you. He doesn't want you to feel like you're being beat up in the face by him telling you that the view of Superman's wrong, let's change it. And the reason that he's doing this is because back when he was a little kid, if children did something wrong, what do parents do?
Spanked them?
Yeah. Johnny, don't do that again. That is wrong. Now if kids do something wrong, what do?
Restriction of
We ground them.
restriction of privileges.
Restriction of privileges. We go, I feel like you are not listening to me when you throw a fit in the middle of the store. Because now if somebody spanks their child, what happens?
DHS.
DHS is called, right? So things have changed. And he can't talk to this audience the way that previous audiences used to be talked to. So he's gearing his words, he's gearing his writing for his audience. After he guides you through what he wants you to think about, he introduces the first round of philosophy, and it is Socrates. And he tells you when Socrates lived, and then he says, Socrates believed that any genuine search for wisdom begins when we first admit that we do not really know. Only then can we truly learn. Socrates should have written comics. Now, there's not a lot that I'll tell you about myself, because I usually want you to form your own opinion, but I truly believe the same as this. I truly believe that once you first admit that you do not know everything, then you are able to know that you can learn. But when you think you know everything, you don't want to learn anything. You're like, I already know it. Man, I don't have to study for that test. I don't know about that. So, he's using Socrates to support his argument that he didn't know everything about Superman. So he had to admit that he didn't know everything about Superman so that he could learn something new about Superman. And he's wanting you to believe the same thing. After he introduces that, then he supports the idea that he doesn't know everything and how he's going to change the comic. In the past, Superman worked for the Daily Planet, which was a paper newspaper, not a newspaper that was just online, right? This is back in the day when you could fold the paper, roll it up, wrap your sandwich in it, whatever. Now, we have to reimagine Clark Kent's new job. So he's still going to work for a newspaper, but now he's going to work on the World Wide Web. That newspaper is going to be on the www. It's going to have internet access and all these different things. So there's not just a print broadsheet. He's going to be modern. He also has to think about what is he going to do with the X-ray vision and the super hearing. Because before, people just trusted him because he was Superman. Well, now people aren't just going to trust him because he's Superman, because now we live in an evil world, right? So now Superman has to earn people's trust. That's how he's also going to change the Superman ethos. So, he says, how do I change Superman's Genesis story? How Superman came to Earth? Because if I don't change that, then people are going to be naysayers and they're going to throw holes in my argument because of NORAD. Does anybody know what NORAD is? It's the thing that orbits the Earth and lets us know if anything is trying to come into orbit. You know what I'm talking about now? Ooh, y'all should look up NORAD. So NORAD detects
National something air defense. I can't remember what they are in the Army.
So there's no way that Superman could have come to planet Earth without NORAD detecting him. So he says, I have to change that too. So in order to change that, then Kal-El's going to have to come with some sort of cloaking technology that NORAD's not going to pick up on. So he's fixed that part. And then he's like, okay, so am I still going to leave him as a farm boy who's trying to hide who he is because people would be weirded out by his powers? He's like, yeah, I'll leave that part because that works. And here's why it works. Because that means that Superman has a secret. Oh my God. In a day and age where we share everything on social media, click, see what I had for dinner tonight? I got it going on. Click, see who I'm out at the movies with tonight. Click, my children made the ending goal for the night. Click, best home run in the history of baseball. Right? So everything's on social media. If Superman's keeping secrets, we in today's age are not going to like that. Because everybody should have some sort of digital footprint on the web. So now Superman is sinister. Do you agree with him? That he's going to be sinister by keeping his identity so DL on the down low, off the grid. So you say no. Why no, Brian?
Oh man. Blanked out.
Brian's like, I don't know.
I think it's more like if people discovered that he was hiding the secret that they might suspect, like, well, what else is he hiding? So it's more like his friend's opinion.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so then Superman's ethos is destroyed when people find out that he has a secret. Because once you keep one secret, then you're keeping other secrets. And then people are like, why are you keeping secrets? What other secrets are you keeping?
I think it would actually, people wouldn't believe that he's a real superhero, so he wouldn't be much of some sort of mystery or something. They would try and more so try and like find logic behind his powers. They might say he's like just.
Ooh, I like that, Brian. So they wouldn't believe that he's an actual superhero. They would try to find the logical, scientific reason that Clark Kent has superpowers. Ooh, I like that.
I think that might be the reason why he would want to stay secret.
There you go. I like that. That's a good one. So after he introduces all this, he tells you that based upon Socrates, that you have to first admit that you don't know everything so that you can learn something. And he redefines Superman and how he's going to make a new lore for Superman. Then in the last paragraph, he tells you the way that he's going to adapt Superman for a new audience and for a new storyline is that he's going to emphasize the fact that Superman is alone. He is alone in this world. He has no community members. You know, here in this day and age, we're all about political, racial, sporting groups. We all have to have some sort of community to belong to. But he's saying Superman is not going to have any community to belong to because there's no other Kryptonians at this point in the storyline. He's different from regular human beings, so he can't really ever use all of his skills. And he says, he was raised as one of us, but he's really not one of us. Superman is the sole survivor of his race. He is an alien being and is probably more alone in this world than anyone else has ever been. And that's the key. How many of y'all watch Star Trek Discovery? Anybody? Jacob, you do?
Like older.
No, Star Trek Discovery, season 1. Season 2 just came out. So, in Star Trek Discovery, Michael Burnham, who is the female mutineer, at one point, halfway through the first season, she says that she's not one of them, and she is a part. She walks among them, but she's not one of them. So it's the same thing. And this sentiment is seen a lot throughout literature. I'm trying to think of, Hulk. How many of y'all know who Hulk is? Okay, most people in the room know who Hulk is. He's the big green monster who likes to smash things, right? So David Banner can never truly be a part of society because he's always afraid that Hulk is going to come out and smash things. So sometimes he goes into society, but he's not truly a member